Queenstown, New Zealand is one of the most famous adventure tourism hotspots in the world. We used it as our home base on the South Island as we took on day trips like the Via Ferrata rock climbing in Wanaka. But most of our activities were actually quite close by. The area itself gives the vibe of like an expensive North American ski resort town, condensed manufactured downtown space with restaurants and brand name shopping, surrounded by hotels, hostels, and vacation homes, with tourism being pretty much the only industry. But the scope of what you can do here is seriously impressive. I don't think I've ever been somewhere that offered more types of activities and varying year-round too. For one, there are ski areas, so the vibe is earned in winter. And of course, in summer, you can consequently get world-class hiking, mountain biking, normal sports. But then New Zealand is known for crazy bungee jumping, so there's a lot built around that. And the copious lakes and rivers bring out whitewater rafting, jet boating, other extreme sports you can think of. Plus more unique things too. On our first evening, we took a cruise on a restored, century-old, coal-fired steamship named the TSS Earnslaw. I'm talking like guys in overalls in the engine room, literally shoveling coal. You can tell it's authentic because of how many ways to be maimed or die there were. Look at all that giant moving machinery. So cool. The trip is to Walter Peak Station, which sounds awesome, like it's an Antarctic research station or something, but in New Zealand, station means big farm, which is also cool. We had a giant barbecue buffet for dinner and witnessed a sheep herding demonstration. Their dogs are very impressive. Another unique New Zealand thing to do is see the wildlife. Queenstown has a Kiwi Park wildlife sanctuary with not just kiwis, but lots of other birds as well. Of course, we were primarily there because we needed to see a kiwi. Unfortunately, they keep the habitat super dark, so no electronics were allowed, so all I've got is some Creative Commons footage off YouTube here, but kiwis are way bigger than I thought and move like Dr. Seuss characters, weirdly comical. My second favorite birds were the kias, which we actually got to see in the wild at Milford Sound too, but there were lots of different types at the sanctuary. There you go. Oh, pretty. Which happened to be right next door to the Skyline Gondola Center. Way overpriced just to take you up, but the view is pretty sweet. They've got a restaurant, a little go-kart luge track thing, and a bunch of trailheads up there. Very tourist trappy, but we wanted to at least see the view. We'd always built in a free day in Queenstown to be flexible, and it's a good thing we did since our Milford Sound day trip had to be bumped a day ahead due to the rain. But unless you really like shopping, I think you're safe just walking around in incidental free time in Queenstown. It's a cool place to use as a base, but definitely get out there and book some activities for sure. For some ideas, be sure to check out my other videos in the playlist linked at the end here, and thanks for watching.